Yeah.
And I should have on a hat.
Yes, God.
Hmm?
You live.
She isn't ready to go
Hello,
live.
good afternoon. You're watching a new way of being hosted by Avatar Galextra on Facebook Live. In this society, and because of the different people in the different governments in Canada, well, the United States apparently sent them to kill out my family. And I did not realize that it was my family, and I thought they were lying. But my family are dead. Energy, they are dead. I know that. Or else my mom would have come to see us again. And we have been terrorized by Mr. Trump, Donald J. Trump, as well as Nancy Pelosi, who lied and started saying that I raped my baby sister, and then turned around and sent Trump and Trudeau. I, my daughter was hurt, gain her weight. He got away with that because she's an African female, and I'm an African mother who has these children and with her husband, and they have been attacking and abusing my whole family. And then when they were finished, Nancy Pelosi told Trump and Trudeau to do what
Your
they did.
sister.
Um,
That you raped your sister.
they raped my sister.
You raped. You said Nancy
Oh,
Pelosi.
they said yes. She said that I raped my sister, and I really didn't. But that's the reason that she used for an excuse to say, and also telling us, if you raped your child, I'm going to put you in jail. We never did anything like that to anybody, let alone our children. I think it was treatment. Only the Nancy Pelosi told the Canadian government to kill me. For what reason? Like you killed out my family for no reason? It did not stop there. Everywhere I went, I was being tormented, even in Canada, much as possible wherever I went. And I did not understand who was doing it either. It's after I started seeing Trump coming, and whenever he comes, he was, I couldn't see him, but I would see his aura, and I knew who it was. So once he saw that I could see him, he started throwing things in my eyes very well. I can see, but not that well. I can only see. I have to use glasses to see even people close up. Mr. Trump didn't stop there. He started attacking me in the mouth, taking my teeth out. I would look like, as he said when he was finished doing it, told me I'll be a warthog. He didn't stop there. He widened my nostrils, put lines on my face, tapped my legs in order to have my skin fall down. He created all kinds of problems, using my husband's body to abuse me. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
Using that technology to abuse me. He kept chopping up my hair so much. My hair was long past my waist. He kept chopping and no hair. My husband bought something for me to be able to use so that my hair would grow back. He didn't stop there. He came here and put scabs in my daughter's head using that technology. He didn't stop there. He did something to me in the bathroom as well as Chris Como. They were a part of it. He used the technology to literally become stone inside of my womb. It was constipation that wouldn't move. The thing was like stone, and I used the shower to try to see if I can get water to wet that area so that at least I can loosen it or something. Never did loosen. It continued. I stole it, and I don't know what he did with it. He didn't only steal that, and Olay box that I with skin. He stole that too. He stole my corset because he was attacking me so much in the back that I needed the corset in order for me to. I still walk in pain. because he would not give me back that corset, and that has been he's been doing that to me for years, for decades. And back and making sure he does damage to my body, coming in the bathroom to attack me in the rectum and in the womb. I'm going to take a shower. My husband has to come there, and I do not feel very much like family anymore because I'm not treated like family. Look at what I look like now. Look at what has been done to me.
Still beautiful.
I don't feel society. I've never persecuted anybody. I've never ran around. I've never played any kind of games. But yet I'm treated like I'm something that everybody would like to get rid of. You see, when I was trying to tell the government about the things that were going on, I forgot to remember that they are the ones and heard what they were saying. That was Nancy Pelosi and all and the government people were telling him to abusing us with the technology, cutting off our hair. He was trying to kill me for since I was in the United States. These are the things that should not be done to people. Now, there are some good people on CNN, and I like them. But Chris Cuomo is a part of it, and he's now trying to join Lemon into it. Lemon doesn't seem very willing to be a part of it, but he's going along with it because the guy is saying, "I love you, Lemon." And that is so because he's using Lemon to help him to say things to me that is disrespectful. After he was a part of what in my womb viciously, I have no intentions of running around with anybody. I've been treated like I've been doing all kinds of bad things, but never really did anything to anyone. See, I didn't come here to play sex games. I came here to bring a whole society together in a way in which does not undermine each other, does not kill people out for being a color, does not spend their time accusing them and putting them in jail for being a color. Look what this matters. But there are also many, the majority seems to be evil, using any and everything. I love the babies. I could never see a baby being harmed without speaking against it. I am not the type of person that would rape anybody for any reason, damage to me, and setting up all kinds of problems wherever we've been able to deal with anybody in a manner in which we normally would have been, had it not been for the fact that they have been persecuting our lives night and day wherever we were. The United States owes us $200 billion. And we want the Canadian government to pay the same, since they're lying and playing all kinds of games, and you can literally see their gameplay. They do not care about us. This is why this was done to me. See? Look. All that. All this. All here. Check this out. See? It takes a while for your hair to get back here, and it's when people have done this to you. They used my husband in the past to do this damage to my hair also by till it hadn't the roots died.
Burned.
Yeah. They've been stealing my robe. They stole my robes. Made quite a few robes that I had to use. I'm an avatar, so it was necessary that I had clothes to go with my own behavior, which is something that was serene and caring. Gowns that I made. Sure it is. Purple and gold, a red and light red, dark black checkered robe, and quite a few others that I made after. All of them were stolen. Anything that I had after a period of time, Mr. Trump stole all of it, and I ended up with no clothes. I bought clothes. My husband bought some for me too. They stole those. Could you tell me why there's so much evil taking the blame for what is being done to them? Instead of blaming there's some beautiful ones. I'm not speaking against them. I'm speaking against the ones that are behaving in this manner. Why are they allowed the freedom to be able to do all kinds of damage to us, including my teeth? See this? Look. I want you to see what your government has done to me. Taking a tooth and laying it back here and bringing it here next to another. You see, that's the kind of evil that Caucasian European people are practicing. And I'm not speaking about all of them. I'm speaking about the ones that are behaving that way, in that manner. I have been put through all kinds of American government who told them to kill me. Who also, Mr. Trump set up a lawyer to make sure that my bust was not evenly put in. And so the lawyer did all kinds of stuff to my body.
Surgery.
There's a surgery that I received. And if it were not for my husband telling me that I'm supposed to let this man look after me in that way, same with my clothes. I demand my constitutional rights to have my money immediately from Mr. Trudeau, who is lying and playing all kinds of games so that he doesn't pay the money. It's years now that this has gone on, and Mr. Trudeau hasn't paid a cent, neither has Mr. Trump. And Nancy Pelosi is supposed to pay money too because she set it up for Mr. Trump to do these kind of evils to us. Her prejudice is deep too. And I found out that she would lie and tell people things that she knew was not true, intentionally, so that she can do me in because of her prejudices. I have been also stripped down of my clothes that I had on to Marvel. They gave me to Marvel. Mr. Trump went and pulled my clothes down, and I had practically no bust. And that's why my husband wanted me to go and put that done to my body. And Mr. Trump pulled that thing down in order for everybody to see my bare bust. And I had to quickly pull it up. All kinds of hell that you can't imagine. And it's important that people are not treated in this manner. A lot of people are being harmed in this way for being a color. We gave you your lives. We were proud of all of you. We still are. But we are disappointed in the manner in which you treat humans. What you have done is turn them into what they became, people who are scared of you. Not because they're scared to fight you, but you do so much evil, you don't seem to realize that people's rights are being violated no matter what. And treat African people from the beginning in a manner in which was deep. And you want to turn African people into something like monsters. And you've been doing it to the African men. And then you decide you're going to turn any beautiful African woman and turn them into what you did to me, what I have now become. And not in behavior, but in physical form. To be superior when we gave you your bodies, your lives. What your job was supposed to be done was what your job was supposed to be was that person who looks for the best of themselves to connect with everybody. Not the worst of yourself to destroy and treat them like garbage when you're the one behaving like the garbage. What you did to my every single way you could possibly do. I never harmed anyone. I respected all babies, no matter what nationality they are, because they're my family. And because that potential, when you start practicing the right behavior and stop taking advantage of people for color, for having something that you don't have, for cheating and robbing them, for doing this damage to this avatar. And how would you like people to turn on you in this manner? Lacking in quality. Your development is nil. Because destroy a world. You've terrorized every single nationality that wasn't yours, and then you turned on your own nationality and terrorized some of them. Start looking at yourselves to be paid the money in all form that she said. She did not harm any of you. You harmed all of them. You went and put black things all over their faces so that they would look ugly, treat them like they're garbage. But let me tell you something. They're highly developed beings when they're allowed the freedom to be themselves. When you live their rights to do anything, you freeze them. And most of you just sending out females to go after other people's husbands to destroy. Like Chris Como. Him using Dom as his controllee. He's controlling Dom. There's some nice people on CNN, true. But there's some really bad people that are evil. There's a girl that keeps coming and she went and got some contacts, putting on a blonde wig or blonding her hair, and then coming and acting as if she's superior, and that all you have to do is use this stuff that she tells you that you're supposed to use if you want to look good. The girl is mentally ill, and she's working on CNN. And I saw a few that behave like that, but there are some ladies there that are fantastic human beings. And I do not want it to be misunderstood that all of them are like that. It's important that we start looking at things from a point of view. We stop harming others and then turning around and setting up people to ridicule them. When you do, you did it to them. And Mr. Como, you are no lawyer. You're a pain in the butt. You don't know how to treat anybody. You only know how to control people and lie and tell them you love them. You don't love anybody. You're too hateful to love. And if CNN was smart enough, they'll get rid of you. You attack and abused her everywhere she went. You persecuted her. And then you come with this lady, Nancy Pelosi, to come and do some damage or act as if she. The manner in which she set up Trump to come and abuse and terrorize me, and he still does it up to today. And no one has done anything about it. No police is dealing with this problem. If we were the ones who did it, we would have been put in jail or killed. Just for being a color. Who gave you your lives? And who gave you an ability within yourself? And if you had practiced those abilities, you would have noticed something. That it can turn you into, it's not there, you're into low thinking. Your low thinking caused you to terrorize and abuse, like Mr. Trump is doing, you attacking my heart right now. I'm this angry. And that's why I wanted you to see my teeth, because guess what? I am not into your shallow thinking. I love people because of the kind of beings that they were born to be. And because I gave them their lives. Speaking about you. I'm speaking about those who don't refuse to make changes in their behavior so they can have a better atmosphere, so they can live in a better way, so that people can be treated with respect instead of garbage. I am a God. This is one of the reasons I'm this strong. Fighting for the rights of all of my kids that you have messed up. Like Como and some of the females who think that all they have to do is to behave like garbage, treat people badly, rob them of their right to be happy. Well, what you're doing is setting up a whole society to become that way. Because when you set up a society to do all the bad things, like I'm seeing that is done right now, why people are behaving the way they are, You set up all kinds of problems for the rest of the society and your family and everybody else because you did not have the integrity to recognize that in order for everyone to live responsibly, everyone must be treated with care and respect, dignity. That's what helped about how I look. It's about what is being done to me and my family all over kinds. Enough, you will watch Mr. Como's behavior. He is a mentally ill patient. He is one of the people that created the problems for me inside of the bathroom. Yesterday, was it? 2 days ago?
Yes.
This is the kind of stuff that this man has been doing. And this is what CNN is allowing people to do in their own business. CNN, if you really want your business to grow and prosper, do not allow people with bad behavior to do work in your, listen to it. And if you're disrespecting them and you're using people to do damage to them, what do you think you're destroyed? That's from lack of development that people become evil and destroying others out of pressure. And there's a female inside of your CNN problem and another one who thinks she's superior to everybody and can steal whatever she wants. I saw her today. Short haircut. Just as well as another girl that I saw there that has been doing it for some time now. Coming out like you. I was much more beautiful, and that's one of the reasons you Caucasian people, most of you could not handle it. That's the reason that I'm looking the way I do now. Not because I did not look good. Y'all couldn't touch me.
True.
You were too prejudiced and you were too ignorant. And at that time, you weren't even dressing to look good. You did not know how to dress. As soon as you saw me, your prejudice went sky high and your ego went low. Start doing the right thing. Develop your ability to know what right and wrong is, and don't practice the wrongs. It doesn't help a society, it destroys it. Look at your government. He used to look like a sense of dignity. His behavior shows he has none. He won't pay the bill that he owes, even though you need to deal with the truth and stop hiding behind all kinds of lies, because those lies is what is destroying the whole world. Start looking at yourselves and your behaviors and start doing the right thing, because everyone has it in them. They're children of God's. All they have to do is do the right thing and treat the way the society will work with dignity. Anything else is garbage. Just like the poo I had to drop all over the toilet. I never saw so much poo all over the place, and never saw that it had to, never understood why it had so much of it, because he was piling things inside of my body and turning it into stone. And what I had to do was use the shower water, the pipe part of it, and use hot water to go on my body. I had to literally take off all those and let that water run on me. And if I did not do it, I would have been in worse condition. I would have been split apart, because that's what they were trying to do. And Mr. Como is a part of it. He's not a nice human being, and CNN should realize this. Start looking at making sure that all beings are treated with respect and dignity. They're all capable of the qualities that everyone thinks they have. They do have it, but the problem is they don't practice it, and because of lack of practice, you don't see it in the society. Some people, they're practicing some of it, and you can see it in how they're conducting themselves and treating people, but they have that within themselves. They're not low lives. They're highly developed beings who are now upgrading themselves each time so that they can be there for everyone and themselves. You lack depth. You lacked quality of life for yourself and everybody else. CNN, I think you need to do some cleaning up. Get rid of the ones who do not behave responsibly and stop allowing them to destroy your business. Your business could boom if you allow the right people to behave, to work inside there and make sure that they're there for you and your business, not destroying it. These people I'm speaking more was doing that. Be very careful and protect your business. Blessings to all of you. Good luck on your journey, and I love you all. Don't worry about the anger. That's something I would never. It doesn't mean I'm crazy. It just means that I'm very developed and I'm a God that you're not right now, a God you can become through the development of your interior to help the exterior. Men who are walking around scantily dressed is setting up children to be raped. I think we need to start looking at these situations from a point of view that we are protecting all levels of society because they need to be protected. I love them very, very much, and I want to know that they are safe. The upright quality beings that are being treated in such a manner that they don't realize that they're losing themselves because of what is being done to them. Speak out. Deal with the problems. Mr. Trudeau, I would advise you pay the money and stop playing games. You owe the money to me, and I have been waiting for years. Pay that money. I don't have much help to try to kill me or my family, because others will fight back too, because they are aware now of what is really going on in the society. Blessings, as I said, to all of you. Good luck on your journey.
It's not a fun.
Thank you.